Hello and welcome back to Elevate with KJ. I think that this is episode 3 of our podcast type channel. Guys, basically I just want to explain what this channel is about, what it's for, what is my aims with this channel, what is my goals with this channel. Can I speak? That's one of my aims and goals, to speak properly. I want this channel to be a place where I offer my knowledge on things, all things to do with growth, elevation, mental health, mindset, confidence, and also just the reality of life. I don't like people's content that is very fake and, looks like everything is fine and you're happy, because it gives people the illusion that there's something wrong with them because they don't feel that way. I just wanted this to be a little raw, real place that we could just discuss things and me offer my advice whenever I have advice on a certain topic. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. But basically I've no notes for this one. My last chatty video I did was I had a few notes written down, but for this one I just have a certain thing in my head that I wanted to speak about, and then we'll kind of go on from that, because I wanted to speak about this for a while. So I don't know if any of you have heard of the phrase or the book. I think it's a book. It's Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways. Feel the fear and do it anyways. And I have heard all about that book, and I've watched so many different podcasts, so many beneficial podcasts. I've read so many self-help books. It's like certain things don't click until you're actually ready. And feeling the fear of things is something that I experienced. I felt the feeling of failure, fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, fear of opinions, other people's opinions, fear of being made fun of, and I have dealt with that fear a lot in my life. I always cared too much about what people think of me, and recently I've been on a really, really serious self-help journey, growth journey, elevation journey, whatever you want to call it. I've been on a serious journey recently, and I've made massive changes in my life. And I want to tell you one of them that I done was feeling the fear and doing it anyways. So with this channel, I was very embarrassed I was scared to post on it, because I've said this before, but even though I know I have good points and helpful bits of information that I know would help people, I still am feeling like, oh, why does my opinion count? No one wants to hear from me. And it has genuinely stopped me from doing so many things that I've wanted to do. Bear in mind, I've wanted to do these things. And you have to realize when you feel the fear of things. So for example, I'm afraid I haven't even done this thing. I hadn't posted on this account in a while because I was afraid if somebody might say something to me, might slag me off. Feeling the fear of something like that, you're fearing something that hasn't happened yet. You're fearing a possibility or a chance of something happening, which doesn't make sense, because in reality you've just made that up in your head, and you don't know for a fact that's going to happen to you. And if it does, so be it, guys. I think I don't know if it's come with age, kind of just maturing, or maybe some things that I've gone through, or maybe just my passion and my energy towards just being the best version of myself, the version of myself that is completely herself, does anything she wants to do, puts her mind to anything she wants to do and can achieve it. But most importantly, if I want to do something, not to be put off by other people's opinions and not doing that thing, that's the worst thing you can do, I think. Because at the end of the day, I know you've heard this a million times, but it is your life at the end of the day, and you're going to be older one day and you're going to look back and you're going to just say, I wish I'd done that, I wish I had done that. And you can't go back in time. And you could have been so many great things. You could have been that actress, you could have been that model, you could have been that famous athlete, you could have been anything. And you didn't, because you were afraid of trying in case you failed. So you don't even try at all. And that's something that, if you're feeling that, you need to really snap out of it now. The younger you are, the better. But obviously it doesn't matter whenever you're seeing this. Like, if there is something that you know in your heart that you want to do, and you're not doing it because you're afraid of what others might say, you're afraid you might fail, just try it. What is the worst that can happen is that you can fail. If you really want to do it, you're going to try again. You're going to learn more about the things, because when you fail, you actually learn a lot along the way. Many people rarely try something first time and are amazing at it, you know. To cook, when you cook for the first time ever in your life, you're not going to be that good. You need to practice at it and you'll be better. When you're training to go on a race, a run, you're not going to run that 5 miles or whatever, I don't know what that is, in a certain amount of time, but the more you practice, you will. And that's just with anything. So any goals that you have that you want to do them. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. And I said this before, right, but there's always going to be people hating on you. And it used to affect me before. Like, I can't believe it actually used to affect me. It used to upset me when I'd see people commenting nasty things on my posts. These are people I don't know. These are people I don't care about. These are people I'm never going to actually see in my life. And they used to stop me from continuing doing the things like posting online that I wanted to do. And you have to realise one thing, because this is how I see it now. Whenever I get a nasty comment like that, I just think, this person, like, I'm in my own lane, I'm doing my own thing, I'm not focused on what anybody else is doing, I'm focused on me. The fact that this person is so focused on me, they need to comment on what I'm doing, means they have nothing going for them. They don't have anything going for them. That's why they have to put their attention, that's why they're focused on me, that's why they're commenting nasty things on me. Because me personally, I don't have time to be commenting anything on anybody's post to make them feel shit about themselves. I don't have time for that. So the fact they have time for that is crazy, actually. So you have to think of it in that way. And it's really sad seeing those type of people. And sometimes I do feel genuinely bad, and because they don't realise how negative what they're doing is for themselves, not even for me. Not for me. Yeah, I know a lot of people can get comments like that and they can get really affected by it and do something, you know, bad. But I'm talking about, they don't realise how detrimental it is for their own mental health. Because if you're constantly worried about other people and what they're doing, and if that is genuinely affecting you and upsetting you, that means you really need to take a good look into yourself and say, right, why is this affecting me? Is this because I want to do it and I'm too scared to do it? That's normally what it is half the time, guys. And it's really sad. Or they're just not going to get anywhere in life, and it's sad because I know that I'm doing the right things in order to get where I want to be in life, and I know that I will eventually. I don't know when. And if they were just nice to me, I could help them, but they're not. They're just horrible. So it's really sad for me to see that. One thing that I've struggled to do, guys, that I have, sometimes you just need to snap out of it, right? And this is what I'm going to talk about now, is kind of being the victim. And I hate saying that word. I do hate saying that word, because, listen, if you're offended actually by me saying that you're a victim, you're acting like the victim if you think the world's out to get you, you know what? Take offense. Actually take offense. I was going to clear it up there, but no, take offense, because at the end of the day, shit's going to happen to you. Everybody has shit happen to them. It's not just me, it's not just you, it's not just her, it's not just him, it's not just whatever. Everyone's going to have shit happen to them. You may think that what's happened to you is worse than what's happened to me, and you can think that all you want, but you can either think that and move on, or you can think that and let it get you down and keep being pissed off at the world for what? What's that going to do? It's going to do nothing. It's going to just, you'll do it for one day, it'll turn to 1 week, it'll turn to a month, and you'll just be sitting there just hating the world and realising you've done nothing to show for it, because the sun is going to be up the next day regardless. The moon is going to be there that night. They don't care. They don't wait for anybody. That is always going to be doing that. So the next day is going to keep coming and keep coming, keep coming. It's not going to stop just for you, just because you're feeling off, you're having an off day and you're angry at everybody and you hate the world and you hate your life. You've got two options: to either get up and get on with it, or stay there and keep being miserable and depressed. So you can either use your pain with life to make yourself the best life possible, or you can use it to just continue being miserable and in pain. So which option are you going to choose? Like, realistically, I mean, I went through that phase. And one thing about being in that phase is you think that somebody's going to come up and help you, and they're not going to help you. Everybody's focused on their own selves, that nobody's going to really help you as much as you can help yourself. And that's an important thing to know. So I was in that stage and I was waiting for somebody to help me, and of course nobody helped me. When I say that, I don't mean like my parents weren't trying to help me out of it. It's not in that way. It's more so like, you can only do the actions, right? If you are sick of your job and you want to work for yourself, nobody's going to quit your job for you and make a business for you. You know what I mean? That's something that you need to do. So that's what I mean by helping you. Nobody's going to help you. You have to do it yourself. And I realised that. And I've been feeling so kind of, what's the word now? I've been kind of doing the same thing every day. And I got into a little bit of a rut where I was like, right, I'm doing the same things every day. And what did I notice? Nothing was changing because I was doing the same things every day. And that's one tip to remember, is change one thing in your day and see what happens. Like, if you've been getting up at 10 o'clock, start getting up at 8. If you've been getting up at 8, start getting up at 7. If you start getting up at 7, get up at 6. Change something small. If you get up in the morning and the first thing you do is scroll on your phone, don't do that. Get up in the morning and read some affirmations. Get up in the morning and have a freezing cold shower. Change something and you'll notice that things will start to change. So I was in a bit of a rut where I was stuck in the house. And I spend most of my time in this house, right? And that's because I obviously post content. Now, I don't have friends to go out with. So I'm posting content on my own in my room. Okay? And one thing I wanted to say to myself was, I want to just start going out of the house, just going out for a walk. And because I stayed in the house so long, I genuinely became afraid of going out, guys. I was afraid of going out and being perceived by people because I hadn't been perceived in a while, right? So if you compare that to me when I was 18 or 19, complete opposite. Really confident, loved attention actually, and would just talk to anybody. I mean, I can still talk to anybody. I never lost that, but I think that's because I'm talking to a camera all the time, kind of used to it. But being perceived, I liked being perceived back then. I liked people looking at me because I felt good in myself. I felt confident. Now it's the complete opposite. So I hate being perceived. Now, for the past 2 weeks, I've said to myself, I'm going to get up and go for a walk today. Even just 10 minutes, okay? We're going to start 10 minutes. And I was saying it like for the past couple of weeks. And every morning I woke up and I said, not today, I'll do it tomorrow. One thing to remember about that is, the only day that is guaranteed is today. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. You don't know if tomorrow's going to come. You know today is going to be here. You know today is here because it's here right now. Tomorrow, you don't know if that's possible. You don't know if it's going to come. So do it today. Do it now. This is the thing with us, is we push things off. We say, we'll start Monday. Me, I've done it. I've done it too. We'll start Monday. I'll start Monday. Oh, I'm not starting on a Saturday. I'm starting Monday. No, start now. There's no better time to start. Anyway, so I went out on a walk. I went out for 5 minutes, guys, and I just had this like panic. I felt like everybody was staring at me. They're not. They're obviously not staring at me. And I went back home. I was out for 5 minutes. And then old me would have said, I'm not doing that again. It was too uncomfortable. I was scared of doing it, but I felt the fear and I done it again. I done it again the next day. I think the next day I went out for 15 minutes. So I built it up. And I felt uncomfortable doing it, right? But I done it. Now listen to the difference, right? I went on a walk today. I've been watching a lot of motivational podcasts and stuff, right? And it's helped me. Guys, look up, right? Genuinely, if you're struggling for like motivation or anything, look up this, right? I'm going to tell you what to look up. I've been watching these on YouTube, and they made me do this today, right? I've just explained to you how nervous and scared I was, right, of going out. Look up just things like, how bad do you want it? You want to look at videos. This guy's called Build with Sash. I've been watching his videos. It's like all these like mind games, like all these like just really motivational videos, and you have like famous people talking about things. Level up, stop making excuses, you know, stuff like that, right? It's very Andrew Tate core. It's very like alpha male core, but it fucking works. So I've been watching them every day, guys. I've stopped watching. The only thing I watch is Love Island, I can't lie. So I watch Love Island. That's the only form of entertainment I watch because I really enjoy that, right? And I give myself an hour in the morning to watch Love Island from last night, and that's all I'll do. The rest of the day is just literally that. I'll have it when I'm getting ready. I'll have it on if I'm cooking my breakfast, if I'm cleaning the house, whatever, I'll have that on, and it really helps. Today, so let me just explain to you another thing. I told you I was insecure in a past video, right? So you're going to hear him shouting downstairs. Anyway, it's not ASMR, so it's fine. So I told you how insecure I was. Whenever I go out in public, you'll even see me on videos, I'm constantly fixing my hair. I'm constantly looking here at myself rather than at you. You'll see that. And I'm constantly fixing my hair and adjusting myself and making sure everything looks okay, right? So when I'm on walks, I'll do that. I'll always be like touching my hair, fixing myself. I can't just let my arms be free and walk, right? And I don't know, it's obviously an insecurity thing. And an awkward thing, kind of like, oh, I feel like I need to be doing something with my hands to make sure like I'm fine. And I don't know how to explain it, right? But I found myself, I went on a walk today. I woke up, guys, things have been changing in me. I can't even describe, and it's from watching these podcasts and these things. I know it is for a fact, and also believing that I can do anything I put my mind to. And something has switched in me recently, guys, where I've just become fully focused. I think it's because I cut out my ex now completely, and I'm really just focused on me, and I have good feelings about what I'm doing, and I know I'm going to be fine. I know I'm going to do well. So I'm waking up early now, like without an alarm, guys, which is a big thing. I'm waking up early. First thing I'm doing is making my bed. I've never done that before. Okay, then I'm having my healthy breakfast. I've cut out sugar and carbs, guys. This could actually be a big thing too. Like, I've cut out sugar and carbs, and I haven't eaten sugar and carbs for 4 weeks now. So my skin has cleared up a lot, actually, because people have been saying my skin looks good. So I'm thinking it's that. I've had no sugar, no carbs, like 0 carbs, right? No sugar. I'm waking up not feeling groggy. I'm waking up feeling nothing but motivated. So I went to go on my walk not long after being awake, which is different for me too. I'll keep putting it off. But I actually looked outside and I said, it's a lovely day today. Let me go outside. And I wanted to go for a walk. I actually wanted to. I said, let me get my earphones. Let me put on some good music. I made a nice little playlist with all the new songs that I've been listening to. And I went out. Now, it was very windy and it was messing up my hair, so I did kind of have to fix my hair. But this is one thing I done, right? So I had just finished watching one of them motivational things. So that was in my head, repeating in my head, which was good, because as I was on my walk and as I came across people, I done certain things to kind of give me more confidence. I kept repeating to myself, I'm beautiful, I'm enough, and I don't care about anybody's opinion but my own. I kept repeating that in my head, because whenever somebody stares at me, I think they're perceiving me and I think they're thinking something negative about me. So instead I say, I am beautiful, I'm enough, and the only opinion I care about is my own. I love myself, and that's enough. I don't care about it anybody says. Guys, I kept repeating that. And I came across, there was builders, guys. You know how awkward it is for a girl to walk past builders. Do you know that? Right. So I was walking past builders, and I genuinely didn't care. Now, bits of me, my normal self, because don't forget, I've been this person for all my life, right? So it's gonna creep back in, because I'm learning, I'm trying every day. This is the thing, it's like homework, and you need to practice it, okay? So when I had done that, it creeped back in a little bit afterwards. I was like, shit, they're looking at me from behind now. What are they thinking? What are they staring at? You know what I mean? But then I went, who cares? I'm never going to see them again. Kept walking. An old woman with a dog walked by me. I smiled. She smiled back, made me feel good, right? Now, an old man with a dog was after her. And I said, okay, I smiled at her. She smiled back. Cute. Let me smile at him. And I smiled at him and he gave me just the dirtiest look. And I was like, right. And that made me feel like shit. And then I said, do you know what? He's probably having a bad day. I'm feeling happy and cheerful. Hopefully my smile made him smile a little bit when he went home. It didn't. But, you know, just saying things like that. And again, as I'm walking across, just constantly, it was weird. It's like, I know what I'm trying to do. So I was trying to not touch my hair, not touch myself like that. And then I'd feel my hand coming back up to my hair to keep like fixing it. And I'd be like, I'd go and do it. And I'd be like, no, just relax. So it was like a constant like battle. But you need to do this because you need to learn. You need to practice. And I went on a walk for half an hour today. And it wasn't like, shit, I need to get home. It started getting very windy. And the way I walked back, the wind was just in my face and my eyes were watering, my nose was running, guys. So I was like, right. I was on the way home. I didn't like quit and like go back. I was like on the way home. I went a whole circle around. It's actually a lovely walk because it's a good long walk. It's a nice 30-minute walk, but it's like walk out of my estate, connect around the whole village and then come back around to my house a different way. It's cool. So done that, felt great. I'm in great mood. If you're somebody who's staying in the house a lot, it can really fuck up your mind, guys. You don't realise, because when you're in with your own thoughts all day in yourself, you're so in your head. So if you get out, even if it's just for 30 minutes a day, guys, just get out. So yeah, I've been making little changes like this and I'm really enjoying them and I feel great and I hope you can maybe see the difference in me to when maybe my first video in here. There's a big difference. I need to stop saying that's another thing I need to do. But yeah, feeling the fear and doing it anyways. I felt the fear of going out today. I did it anyways, and guess what? I felt great after it. So feeling the fear and doing it anyways is a big thing. This is what I wanted to mention. So I have a goal and I wasn't sure if I wanted to say it to you, but I might. So I've always wanted to do a bit of acting. I want to do something out of my comfort zone, right? The thought of acting, the thought of somebody watching me pretend to be somebody else and acting makes me cringe inside, makes my whole organs and everything in my body shrivel up like this. That's what makes me do. But I want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to say to you guys now, this year, because once I say it's going to happen, guys, I have to be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So this year I'm going to do some sort of acting. Either I'm going to do a class, maybe just apply without any experience, anything. I'm just going to do it. And if I do apply for something with no experience, I'm probably not going to get it. But I've done it. I felt the fear and I've done it anyways. You know, stuff like that. I just need to be more ballsy and more out there. And so do you. You need to be more confident in yourself. You need to be more, what's the word? Believe in yourself more. Just go and do it. Like, I might even just apply to be a model. That's why I might just do. F it. Because what is the worst they can say is no. Okay? And what? Oh, they said no. Oh, doesn't matter. Feel the fear and do it anyways, guys. So that is my topic for today. Need to also stop that, but I went 24 minutes without one. That's crazy for me. Anyways, yeah. I don't know whether to make this longer because, like, I do have other things to say. I think we'll leave it at that. I'm not saying them anymore. Feel free and do it anyways. Tell me in the comments, right? Don't be afraid. This is what we're gonna do. Write in the comments one thing that you want to do. One thing you want to do in your life, but you're too afraid to do it. Okay, so write that down in the comments. And also write what would be the first step to do. So like model, and then a dash, and then write like pictures, take pictures, and do the first thing you need to do it, and do the next thing. You'll figure out, there's a girl on TikTok where she does things that makes her uncomfortable, like cringy things, to the point now where she doesn't care. We need to start doing that. We need to start not caring, because the more of us that don't care, in a good way, not like in a horrible way, a mean way, where we don't care about people, but don't care about how people perceive us. The more we start doing that, the more whimsical and more cringy and more fun life is going to be. It's going to be like 2019 again, TikTok, okay? And we need that era back, actually, because we've gotten too serious, I fear. Yeah. So I'll leave you with that today. Whoa, no more M's. And yeah, let me know what you thought of this. Hope it helps. And goodbye. See you probably tomorrow.